the Apple MacBook Air M3, Asus Zenbook S16, UM5606, Dell XPS 13, 2024, Microsoft Surface Laptop 7, and Lenovo Thinkpad X. One Carbon Gen 13 are the most popular laptops for trading of 2025, but which is the absolute best? We're going to compare them to each other and score them in various categories, with some categories holding more weight than others. In the end, we'll decide which is the best one based on the final score, and we will declare the absolute winner. Let's dive in. First, we are going to compare them on the performance category, which has a multiplier of 2. The MacBook Air M3 delivers impressive performance with its M3 chip, crushing through day-to-day tasks and even handling creative work like Photoshop and Premiere Pro with ease. While it's not a gaming powerhouse, it can run optimized titles like Lies of P at 60 frames per second with Metal FX enabled, though performance drops significantly without it. 8 out of 10. The Asus Zenbook S16 with its Ryzen AI 9 HX370 processor handles everything from video editing to casual gaming with impressive efficiency. And I love how it maintains performance without any fan noise, though its solid-state drive speeds are disappointingly slow at 908 megabytes per second, well below premium laptop standards. 7 out of 10. The Dell XPS 13 performs admirably for general productivity tasks with its Meteor Lake CPU, but I found its thermal solution limiting for intensive workloads, and the integrated Intel Arc graphics struggle with anything beyond basic gaming. The neural processing unit shows promise, but currently few applications take advantage of it. 6 out of 10. The Surface Laptop 7, with its Snapdragon X Elite processor, feels blazingly fast in everyday use, and I'm impressed by how it handles heavy multitasking without breaking a sweat. While it excels at productivity tasks, gaming performance is limited to casual titles, with demanding games struggling even at lower settings. 8 out of 10. The Thinkpad X1 Carbon Gen 13 packs Intel's new Core Ultra 200V processors, delivering a remarkable combination of increased performance and battery life that I rarely see going hand in hand. The integrated memory in the processor package means no upgradability, but the performance gains make this a worthwhile trade-off. 9 out of 10. The Thinkpad X1 Carbon Gen 13 takes the crown with 9 points, thanks to its exceptional balance of raw processing power and efficiency improvements that don't compromise performance. Next, we are going to compare them on the display quality category, which has a multiplier of 1.5. The MacBook Air M3's 13.6-inch liquid Retina display delivers 500 nits of brightness and supports 1 billion colors with P3 wide color gamut, though it lacks the mini LED technology found in pricier MacBooks. While the notch might be distracting at first, I barely noticed it after a few days of use, and the overall display quality makes it a solid choice. 7 out of 10. The Zenbook S16 absolutely wowed me with its OLED panel, pushing 400 nits in SDR and 500 nits in HDR content. Plus, the colors are incredibly vibrant, with 100% coverage of both sRGB and DCI-P3 color gamuts. Though it's a bit reflective in bright environments, the stunning contrast and color accuracy of 0.81 Delta E make it a joy to use for both work and entertainment. 9 out of 10. The XPS 13's base 1920 by 1200 display runs at 120 Hz, but I noticed significant motion blur and smearing when scrolling. Plus, it only covers 67% of Adobe RGB, which is disappointing. While text appears crystal clear and the colors are accurate within its limited gamut, creative professionals should definitely opt for the OLED upgrade. 6 out of 10. The Surface Laptop 7's IPS panel impressed me with its incredible 589 nits peak brightness and excellent color coverage, hitting 96.8% of DCI-P3 with impressive accuracy. The 120 Hz refresh rate and 3:2 aspect ratio make it perfect for productivity, though I wish Microsoft had opted for OLED at this price point. 8 out of 10. The Thinkpad X1 Carbon Gen 13 comes exclusively with an OLED panel at launch, and while using it, I found the display to be incredibly slim and well optimized. The 180-degree hinge flexibility adds versatility to the viewing experience, though having no IPS option at launch might deter some business users. 8 out of 10. The Asus Zenbook S16 takes the crown in display quality with 9 points, offering professional-grade color accuracy and stunning OLED contrast that makes every task a visual treat. Next, we are going to compare them on the battery life category, which has a multiplier of 1.5. The MacBook Air M3 delivers an impressive 15 hours and 13 minutes of continuous web browsing at 150 nits brightness, which is 40 minutes longer than its predecessor. While it doesn't quite reach Apple's claimed 18 hours, I found it easily handles a full day of work with some juice to spare, 8 out of 10. The Zenbook S16 left me somewhat disappointed with its tenor, 11 hours of real-world usage, though the fast charging gives you 30% in just 30 minutes, which helped during busy workdays. When comparing it to competitors in this price range, the battery life falls short of expectations, especially considering its premium positioning, 6 out of 10. The Dell XPS 13 absolutely blew me away with its stamina, managing an incredible 19 hours and 37 minutes in productivity testing. And even under my aggressive workload with heavy multitasking and emulation, it still lasted 10 solid hours. The battery performance here sets a new standard for Windows laptops, making it a reliable companion for long workdays, 9 out of 10. The Surface Laptop 7 impressed me with nearly 16 hours of continuous web browsing at 150 nits brightness, barely edging out the MacBook Air M3, and I found it consistently delivered all-day battery life, even with heavy multitasking. Microsoft has finally created a Windows laptop that can go toe-to-toe with MacBooks in terms of endurance, though it doesn't quite match the XPS 13's stellar numbers, 8 out of 10. The Thinkpad X Carbon Gen 13 claims 18 hours of video playback, but in my real-world testing with the OLED screen at medium brightness, it manages around 12 hours of normal use, which is plenty for most scenarios. While not class-leading, considering its powerful hardware and gorgeous OLED display, the battery life strikes an excellent balance, 7 out of 10. The Dell XPS 13 takes the crown with 9 points thanks to its unmatched endurance that redefines what we can expect from a Windows laptop, proving that ARM-based processors are the future of mobile computing. Next, we are going to compare them on the portability category, which has a multiplier of 1.5. The Apple MacBook Air M3 is a featherweight champion, tipping the scales at just 1.24 kilograms. I've carried this laptop around all day without feeling weighed down, but the 13.6-inch screen might feel a bit cramped for some traders, 8 out of 10 for portability. Moving on to the Asus Zenbook S16, I was pleasantly surprised by its slim 12.9mm profile and 1.5 kilogram weight. It's remarkably portable for a 16-inch laptop, though it's noticeably heavier than the MacBook Air when carrying it in my backpack, 7 out of 10 for portability. The Dell XPS 13, 2024, is a true ultra-portable, weighing just under 1.36 kilograms. I love how easily it slips into my bag, but the limited port selection means I often need to carry adapters, 8 out of 10 for portability. Microsoft's Surface Laptop 7 impresses with its lightweight design, coming in at just under 1.36 kilograms for the 13-inch model. I found it incredibly easy to carry around, though the 15-inch version does come with a slight weight penalty, 8 out of 10 for portability. The Lenovo Thinkpad X1 Carbon Gen 13 takes the crown in this category, weighing less than 1.13 kilograms. It's so light that I sometimes forget it's in my bag, and the 14-inch screen offers a great balance between portability and usability, 9 out of 10 for portability. The Lenovo Thinkpad X Carbon Gen 13 wins this round with 9 points, thanks to its incredibly lightweight design that doesn't compromise on screen size or durability. Finally, we are going to compare them on the connectivity options category, which has a multiplier of 1. The MacBook Air M3 comes with just 2 Thunderbolt/USB 4 ports and a headphone jack, which feels quite limiting, though the MagSafe charging port does free up 1 port for other uses. While the Wi-Fi 6E support delivers impressive speeds reaching up to 931 megabytes per second in my testing, the limited port selection means I often need to carry dongles around, 6 out of 10. The Zenbook S16 impressed me with its versatile port selection, including 2 USB 4 Type-C ports with DisplayPort and power delivery, HDMI 2.1, USB-A, and an SD card reader. Plus, it features cutting-edge Wi-Fi 7 connectivity. The only downside I found is that one USB-C port is usually occupied by charging, but with wireless speeds this fast, I rarely needed a wired connection, 8 out of 10. The Dell XPS 13 keeps things minimal, with just 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports and a USB-C to USB-A adapter in the box, though the included USB-C to headphone adapter feels like an unnecessary compromise. The killer Wi-Fi 6E wireless card performed well in my testing, but I constantly found myself wishing for more built-in ports, 5 out of 10. The Surface Laptop 7 supports the latest Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 5.4 standards, and while 5G support is coming later for business models, the current connectivity options, including USB-A, USB-C, and a microSD reader, cover most needs. The combination of cutting-edge wireless with a practical port selection made this my daily driver for weeks, 9 out of 10. The Thinkpad X Carbon Gen 13 nails the connectivity sweet spot with 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports, 2 USB-A ports for legacy devices, HDMI output, and a headphone jack, all while supporting Wi-Fi 7 and optional 5G. During my testing, this was the only laptop where I never once had to reach for a dongle or adapter, 10 out of 10. The Thinkpad X Carbon Gen 13 takes the crown in connectivity with a perfect 10 points by offering the most complete and practical mix of ports alongside future-proof wireless options. The results of our comparison show each product shines in its own way, but the Lenovo Thinkpad X1 Carbon Gen 13 stands out with its score of 64. Having extensively used this laptop, I can attest to its unparalleled performance that combines robust processing power with stellar efficiency, setting a new benchmark for business laptops. Its sleek, lightweight design makes it incredibly portable, without compromising on the quality or size of its 14-inch screen, making it the perfect companion for professionals on the go. Alongside its impeccable connectivity options and future-proof wireless technology, the Thinkpad X1 Carbon Gen 13 truly offers an unmatched balance of portability, power, and practicality, establishing itself as the clear winner in this roundup. While the Lenovo Thinkpad X1 Carbon Gen 13 takes the top spot, let's not overlook the other impressive contenders. The Microsoft Surface Laptop 7, scoring 61, offers solid performance and exceptional display quality, becoming a reliable choice for productivity-focused users who value style and portability. The Apple MacBook Air M3 follows closely with a score of 56.5, excelling in battery life and portability, an ideal pick for those invested in the Apple ecosystem. The Asus Zenbook S16 offers impressive display quality with its vibrant OLED screen and sufficient connectivity options, earning it a commendable score of 55. Lastly, the Dell XPS 13 2024 may score the lowest at 51.5, but it sets a new standard in battery endurance, making it appealing for users who need long-lasting power in a compact, stylish design. Each of these laptops brings something unique to the table, catering to different preferences and needs, proving that there's a best choice for everyone.